Hi friends, welcome back to another cozy video. Today's video is filled with so many exciting packages. We've got some cute Studio Ghibli trinkets and of course reading as well. This very first box was kindly gifted by Journal Say, who are sponsoring today's video. I've always been obsessed with cute stationery since I was a child. It's what I most looked forward to whenever we visited Korea for summer holidays because all the pencil cases, pens and diaries were just so irresistible, and going to shops to buy new stationery was definitely the highlight of going back to school for me. So I gave a little squeal when Journal Say reached out to me asking if I'd like to collaborate with them. If you haven't heard of them before, Journal Say is an online stationery shop that sells all sorts of cute products from sticker sheets to journaling supplies and storage systems. I couldn't quite believe how many products were stuffed in this box, and I had so much fun looking through everything. If you'd like to purchase any of these things or browse through their website, I have a coupon code for you all, so if you type in Ahya's Cottage, you can get 8% off your order. I'll leave all the information in the description box below, but let's dig into the box and see everything that's inside it. mentioned this before in one of my latest videos, but I've been trying to get my hands on this particular edition of A Room with a View by Ian Forster, which is no longer being sold. This is my third time trying to obtain a copy, and I'm so glad that this one that I found on Vinted secondhand is actually in good condition. I love this cover so much, and I'm really happy that I got round to reading this classic in spring this year. I also used one of the memo pads that I received from Journal.say to use as a book plate in my copy of The Baron in the Trees, because my dad gifted me the book as a souvenir from our family holiday to Rome early in April, and I wanted to mark down all the details. I wasn't feeling the best this day, and I was struggling to sit down at my desk, so I spent the whole day pretty much working and reading from bed. But I had a really relaxing time, taking some time out of the day to read and annotate some of Emily Bronte's poems. They're truly so beautiful, and I'm in no rush to finish this collection quickly, as I'm trying to savour and really dive deep into each one. My cousin from Korea is also a big Studio Ghibli fan, and he came across a Ghibli shop in Korea and he wanted to send me a few bits and bobs. I was so surprised though at the huge number of things that he'd sent me. I was expecting just one or two things. I really wasn't kidding when I said in the intro that there was a lot of unboxings in this video. I'm one of those people who fell in love with Studio Ghibli as an adult. I actually grew up watching My Neighbor Totoro with my little sister, and I think there was a period when we watched it every single day, but Totoro was the only Ghibli movie that I was familiar with, and all the other films were firsts for me. The particular film that made me fall in love with Studio Ghibli though was Whisper of the Heart, and to this day it stands as one of my all-time favourite movies. When I thought of Studio Ghibli, I always assumed that the films were built around lots of fantasy and intense world building, so I was really caught off guard when I first watched Whisper of the Heart. Whilst it does contain magical realism, the majority of the film follows Shizuku and Seiji as they aspire to become a writer and violin maker respectively. It's so romantic and sweet, the artwork is so nostalgic, and it also has some really encouraging quotes and motivation for artists and writers especially, but really for anyone who has a goal in life that they're not sure about. And of course, I can't forget to mention that this movie is perfect for book lovers too. Shizuka and Seiji are always popping in and out of libraries together, and their love story starts because of books too. I adore their more well-known films too, like Howl's Moving Castle, Kiki's Delivery Service, and Spirited Away. Oh, and also From Up on Poppy Hill, that's also one of my favourites. All that's to say, Studio Ghibli has a very special place in my heart, and I could go on and on about all the other movies that I haven't mentioned. And I can't thank my cousin enough for thinking of me and for sending these all the way from Korea. If you have a favourite Ghibli movie, I'd love to know, and we can talk all things Ghibli together in the comments. On the route that I walked Milk, There's a local litter-free library, and because I had these 2 books that I no longer needed, I wanted to drop them off as I walked milk. It's been so wonderful to see the world brightening around me. The skies are getting bluer and are being painted with fluffy white clouds. The leaves on the trees are turning a luscious green, and the scent of fresh flowers has sweetened the air. I dropped my books off, but later in the week I had the chance to pop by my local charity shops, and I actually managed to pick up a book and 2 mangas. Last year I read When in Rome, which was my very first Sarah Adams novel, and I actually really enjoyed the romance in it. I think the romance was Closed Door. So I've been wanting to pick up her other books, and I was excited to see the cheat sheet available in such condition. I'm currently about 20% of the way in, and to be honest, I'm not really sure about it. It's not my favourite, and I definitely prefer When in Rome so far, but I'll push through and we'll see how I find it. I was then so shocked to see that someone had dropped off 2 volumes of The Girl from the Other Side. I read volume 1 via Libby earlier this year, and whilst it's not my favourite manga series, I was intrigued by the darker fairy tale-like atmosphere, so I'm happy that I get to add these 2 volumes to my manga collection now. Thank you so much for watching today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed all the cozy things that I got up to this week, and a really big thank you also to Journal Say for sponsoring today's video. Bye friends!